WCOS In Hanover.
Good morning, Snacktown, and welcome to WCOS in Hanover. That's right.
We are here. We are live.
We are here, and we are mostly live because it is Monday, January 23rd. We are going to welcome you to another episode of WCOS in Hanover, episode 21 to be exact. It's the one where we can drink.
The show is now officially old enough to drink.
Old enough to drink.
God bless
Pretty
it.
soon, our frontal lobe will be fully developed.
That'll be episode 26.
I am your host, Darnell Fuson. I am joined by my co-anchor and partner, Tom Nutty. Tom?
Hell yeah. Here we are. 21 deep, dog.
Hell yeah. Here we are. We are joined once again this week. The return once again this week of our sports anchor and commentator, Jim.
What's up, guys? Good to be back.
He's had more returns than I've had almost anything else in my life.
He's had more comebacks than Michael Jordan.
That is fucking true.
All right. That is my...
It's exactly the comparison I'm looking for.
That is my sports reference for the night. It is Monday.
It sure is, buddy. Monday morning.
Monday morning, and you know what that means. That means that tonight and every Monday, we have Open Mic Nitro. That's right. We make 16 open mic comedy spots available for sign up every Monday.
16.
16.
No questions asked.
You get 5 minutes. I don't care what you do with that 5 minutes.
Well, we kind of do care what you do with that 5 minutes.
We a little bit care what you do with that
Just
5 minutes. I'm not going to lie.
We just don't want to have any questions.
Yeah. Yeah, we're not trying to answer really to anyone, if you get what I mean. Come here, do your art. You're dying. You're dying. Come here and tell us about it.
This is like the Make-A-Wish.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what, we have 16 spots available, right? But if you come in with the Make-A-Wish organization, we'll make a 17th spot available for you.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
If you come in with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and your wish is to be a stand-up comedian, we'll let you headline Open Mic Nitro. We'll give you 10 minutes at the end of the show. You can close us out.
But it better be your last 10 minutes, because if you don't prove to us that you're dying by dying,
right,
you're not getting the spot.
Yeah, we don't want you to come up here and like find a new lease on life.
Yeah.
That's
Get the fuck
not
out of here.
That's not what we're looking for. We want you to come up here, and we want you to just with your last breath say, "Thank you, good night."
Yeah, or like, yeah, that's a good way to end it.
That's it. That's how I want to go. It's either that or on top of a...
Old white-haired Betty?
I didn't want to say it.
I did. I've been waiting my whole life to say that.
Yeah. If you are not with the Make-A-Wish Foundation and you are not dying, you can still come to Open Mic Nitro every Monday. In fact, we hope that some of you don't die so that you can keep coming every Monday. And we hope that some of you do die so that you won't come every Monday. However, if you are not with the Make-A-Wish Foundation, we will not be giving you 10 minutes in the 17th headlining spot at the end of the show. We will give you 5 minutes in one of 16 spots in the lineup. Anyone who is looking to come out and worried about the list filling up, please reach out to the Open Mic Nitro Facebook page. That's a talent. Or the Open Mic Nitro Instagram. We would even accept sign-ups through the Church of Satire Comedy Club Facebook page and Instagram.
To write us a letter.
Write us a letter, mail it in, let us
But
know
What I will say.
what Monday
What
you're
I will
planning
say,
to be
though,
here.
Please don't message me. I'm not going to speak for you here, but please don't message me and ask me if the mic is happening.
Yes, this is a large pet peeve of ours. It's, if you here's the thing, even if you want to message Tom or I directly to sign up for the mic, that is not preferred, but you could do it. We will accept that. However, if you message Tom or I directly asking if the mic is happening, because today is Monday and tonight Open Mic Nitro might be happening, that is not the case. If today is Monday, tonight Open Mic Nitro is happening.
And you will get a strongly worded response. Or my new strategy is if you ask me if it's happening, you're getting fucking ignored.
If you ask me if it's happening, I'm sending you a link to the reel where we tell you that Open Mic Nitro happens every Monday, no matter the Monday.
If you ask me if it's happening, I'm putting you on the fucking Make-A-Wish list.
If you ask me if it's happening on a Monday, I'm going to put you on an email list so that every Monday you get an email letting you know that Open Mic Nitro takes place tonight and every Monday when we open our doors at 7:30 p.m. and make 16 open mic comedy spots available for sign-up.
And if you ask me what's happening, I'm going to direct you to him.
Hell yeah. We only have 16 spots for comedy because we have to leave 29 seats for audience. Open Mic Nitro is exclusive to the Church of Satire Comedy Club, and it is in demand. We are the hottest open mic in America with a strong audience made up of Hanover's finest Open Mic Nitroids.
The best in the business.
Every Monday.
Every motherfucking Monday.
Every single, which is how I file my taxes, Monday.
Ayo.
I'll tell you what doesn't happen every Wednesday, and that is our once a month craft brewed comedy show.
That only happens once a month.
One time a month. It always happens on a Wednesday, but it does not happen
Third Wednesday of every month.
every third Wednesday. So if you wake up on the third Wednesday of the month and you're like, is craft brewed comedy happening?
It's
it sure
fucking
is.
happening.
It way sure is. Last Wednesday was January 18th.
Sure was.
And that edition of Craft Brewed Comedy was brought to you by The Circle in Hanover, PA. Eric Woodworth came out. We had Mike Pilata, a whole lot of Mike Pilata.
So much Pilata.
So much Pilata. I believe you were on that show.
I hosted that show. You were on the show.
I was on that show. I did not host.
That's correct. He did not host.
I did not.
But yeah, it was a good time. We had a good crowd. We had probably more than half full in here, you know.
Yeah.
It was a solid show. Pay what you want show. Please don't take advantage of us.
Right.
Tickets are not a quarter.
No. Tickets, I guess, maybe are $6.66.
They could be.
We did see that, and we had a very demonic visitor come through for the show last night, but that was fine. We survived our encounter.
Lived to tell the tale.
We survived January's edition of Craft Brewed Comedy to be able to bring you February's edition of Craft Brewed Comedy. That is February 15th, and that is brought to you by the Hotel Hanover.
Hell yeah.
Is it the Hotel Hanover or is it the Hotel Hanover?
Hanover. It's brought to you by the Hotel Hanover. I like to use a question mark at the end of that.
Hanover?
Right. The Hotel.
Hold on, what was that? Our production
Hanover.
assistance video. The Hotel Hanover. It's all one word.
It's,
3 separate words, but it is 3 full words.
okay, there's a lot of dead air here because you cannot hear our production assistant, Macy, who is informing us that it is 3 separate words that make one whole saying of the Hotel Hanover. Got it. We are We are very excited to be partnered with the Hotel Hanover and already advertised to appear on this February Craft Brewed comedy show is club headliner Jim Bryan.
Hell yeah.
What's it?
Yeah, it's going to be a good one. It's going to be a fucking good one.
More from Jim later. Also scheduled to appear is Mike Quinlan and Mert Wolf making his Church of Satire Comedy Club debut.
He is my third favorite Turkish immigrant comedian from the Baltimore area.
Are you wondering who else is on this show? Well, the only way to find out is to go to www.churchofsatirecomedyclub.com and reserve your tickets today. Those tickets are pay what you want, and what you want does not mean free. All right.
Unless you want it to be free. Then I guess you found the loophole.
Yeah, we'll just judge you for it.
Yeah, like I will make you feel real fucking bad about it. I'll call you out.
Yeah?
Got lots of burps, dog.
I thought there was more words after the burps. That's what I was holding out for.
I lost them in the burp.
Yeah, it's no worries.
Not much else I could do about that one.
While you are visiting www.churchofsatirecomedyclub.com, go ahead and get yourself a pair of something nice for this weekend. Yes, I do mean tickets to see Peter Wong returning live here to the Grand Auditorium of the Church of Satire Comedy Club. That is Friday, January 27th and Saturday, January 28th.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah. All right.
Peter's cool as shit.
You may know Peter from his various appearances.
Well, hold on,
here.
hold on. I would like to. Usually I let that slide, but we're gonna have to break that one down.
Various appearances.
You figure out how many that is.
Well, it's various. It's more than one.
Right, but it's also appearances.
There's a lot of multiples
double.
there. It's not like a double negative. I think I can use that many multiples.
Can you?
Yeah, it's a lot of multiples. He's been here multiple times in a year before. He's been here multiple times in different roles before. Like, this is his second time headlining. He's featured a few times. Various appearances.
I mean, I guess you're not wrong.
Hey, all you got to do is know how to sell it.
Helps if you know how to say it.
You may know Peter Wong from his various appearances here at the Church of Satire Comedy Club, headlining and featuring alongside Steven Rogers. This time, Peter will be joined by Tobin Miller and the world's greatest comedy host, Ack.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Give it up for Ack.
Everyone clap for Ack.
He is honestly one of my favorite hosts. Because you never know what's going to happen.
You have no idea.
He might say your name. He might not say your name. He might give you credits that aren't yours.
He may fuck
He
a
might
stool.
be here at 9:30 on an 8 o'clock show.
Whatever you get with Ack is what you get with Ack. And it's always a show. It's always entertaining. And that is why he is the world's greatest comedy host.
Number one. Numero uno.
You know, I heard a rumor.
Uh-oh.
Ack may not look as old as he is. I don't want to be disrespectful and give anything away here, speak out of school. But I heard that Ack's hosting style was the inspiration for Def Comedy Jam.
All right. just his hosting style was the inspiration for that.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. I
Yeah.
like it. I don't know if you're being serious, but I like it. I'm going to go along with it for fear of you not being serious.
Where else may you know Peter from, Tom?
So many places.
Like Comedy Central's Tosh.0 and Funny or Die. Find his sketches on YouTube.
No, I'm not going to say it.
Kanye collaborator. You have the chance to see Peter Wong here live, and the only way that you can do that is by going to www.churchofsatirecomedyclub.com to get your tickets right now. Those tickets are not pay what you want. Those tickets are $25 online and $30 at the door, or they're $20 and $25. Tickets are a surprise. Go to www.churchofsatirecomedyclub.com to find out.
Tickets are a surprise. Hell yeah. That's what I like to see.
Hopefully it's a good surprise.
Hopefully it's...
Hopefully you go to the website, put your email in, you get a little surprise coupon. That's a good surprise. You're all giggles tonight, buddy.
Yeah, sure am.
Yeah, you're.
Wasn't expecting ticket prices to be a surprise. It's cool.
You're normally more hell yeahs and less ha-has.
Sometimes you got a ha-ha where you should have held yet. You know?
What a surprise. This show is so full of surprises.
Like a surprise it's still on.
Yeah.
Number one.
Yeah, we may have a baby tonight. No?
Holy shit. The price of eggs, it'd be cheaper to have my own. Go ahead.
Who needs to buy eggs?
I don't know,
You
man.
harvest them every 28 days. All right.
I mean, they are just chicken periods.
I don't think that's true.
I think it is. Pretty sure it is. I went on a deep dive.
Okay, all right. Well, you said chicken periods.
I mean, yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
It's delicious breakfast.
Yeah, I feel like people used to call them chicken abortions. And I feel like maybe that is what is
can't-
scientifically incorrect.
That you can't abort something that was never alive.
Yeah, I don't know what you call it.
All right, well.
Life starts at conception. That's what I heard.
Ends
Right.
in the frying pan.
I hope we're still talking about chickens.
Whatever. I know that there are chickens, at my place that, I never asked them if they wanted to keep them. I just came in and took them. So I don't know what you call that. I guess it's like
Patriarchy.
yeah. It's just, just the way the world works, man. He with the roof over his head wins.
You're not wrong.
He with the roof. Well, I know that.
That's what the chickens say, sadly, as you walk out of the coop. Well, he's got a bigger roof over his head. He
Yeah,
wins.
that's what they throw their wings up. They're like, "What do you want me to do?" I'm gonna stand up to him next time. I swear. They're like, "No, you're not, you pussy."
You're like the Godzilla to chickens. You ever think about that?
I don't know if they get to chasing me, I run though. So, not much of a Godzilla, fucking bit of a schoolboy Godzilla, I suppose.
2023 Godzilla.
Woke.
I'm glad we
Zilla.
talked about that. Got that out of the way.
Yeah. Yeah, chickens and roofs. I love when chickens are not at the top of the food chain. I love when chickens don't run anything. I think as long as we keep chickens out of power, we'll be set.
Yeah, I mean, I can't disagree with that.
Yeah, we just can't.
Keep them small. They
right.
need to be the size of dogs. We're all fucked.
Right. I mean, they are dinosaurs, so let's not put chickens in power.
I mean, if you believe in dinosaurs.
Here we go again.
I don't not believe in dinosaurs.
Yep.
I'm trying to play your game.
Here we go again. All right.
Okay.
Just like my grandpa. Those skeletons are made of concrete, Jimmy.
Oh, God.
Well, I'll tell you what is not fake. I'll tell you what's not made up. I'll tell you what isn't made of Pennsylvania concrete. We talked earlier about he with the bigger roof wins. right?
It's almost verbatim.
Almost verbatim. And I know that right now it's a struggle to have any size roof. For most of you, the world is upside down. Gas prices are way higher than they should be. I know that eggs, right? That's what we were talking about with the chickens.
Super expensive.
Eggs are crazy expensive. A dozen eggs is like $9 a carton.
Wow. I'll sell it for less.
Look, I was at the store today. And you can get like pasture-raised, hand-tended chicken eggs for $9 a dozen. That's not an exaggeration.
Huh.
Or you could just buy like the fucking Food Lion eggs that come from some sort of concentration camp for chickens. They're like $3 a dozen.
Those chickens built
Right.
pyramids.
Yeah. Those chickens built the pyramids.
I got chickens at my house. They got names. They got backstories. They have a mentor. I'm willing to sell them for $11 a dozen. And
The chickens or the eggs?
no, the eggs.
Okay.
No. The chickens are far too valuable. So much personality. You can really eat an egg from a mother hen that really misses them. For $11 a dozen.
You can get a dozen sad eggs.
Right? Find that. Just know. Be like, God damn, this is a good breakfast. And then you sit there and you can be like, man, there's a chicken. It's very upset right now.
Make yourself a home wrecker omelet.
There you go. Isn't that called a Denver omelet?
I thought it was just called a Brittany.
Look, you guys like hated Colorado. I don't know.
Yeah.
Did you guys hate Denver? I was teasing Denver.
We hate the downtown part of Denver. It was garbage.
I don't hate the downtown parts of Denver. I hate the downtown parts of Denver covered in human fecal matter.
Yep, it's a poopy city.
Yeah, must be where Amber Heard is from.
Heyo.
All
Call
right.
back to episode 1.
Yeah, for sure. Well, not only is the price of roofs and gas and eggs high, the cost of news is soaring as well. A subscription to any news site will run you at least $4.99 a month. And for what? For them to just give you drivel?
Boring ass fucking headlines.
I mean, 80% of the news that you're going to pay for, you probably aren't going to read.
And 40% of that 80% that you get that you don't even read, you don't even want to read if you did read it.
Right, because it's just going to make you sad. And we may also make you sad with the news that we present you here at WCOS in Hanover. However, we bring this news to you at a price that anyone can afford. We spend literally minutes combing the internet each week.
Dozens of minutes.
We actually this week we have a news story submitted by intern Chris. So
And he's away on assignment right now.
we are such a high-profile operation here at WCOS in Hanover, making sure that you, the people, have news that you can afford to consume every week. That we have now employed. We'll use that loosely. We have acquired an intern to aggregate news for us, for you, the people.
Duh, people.
Duh, people.
We have done all of the aggregation that we could stand to gestate. That's not the word I needed there.
I mean, it worked.
And
Real egg heavy on the brain today.
well, you ever seen a chicken lay an egg? It's a sight. All right. I'm just saying, I wish I was that egg.
I wish I was that chicken.
It's now time for a segment that we at WCOS in Hanover like to call.
Hold on a second.
Yeah.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
sorry, what's up?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Because
Okay.
I've
Yeah, all
seen
right, jump
a
in here.
chicken lay an egg.
Yeah.
And I'm curious why Tom's lining up to be that participant.
I don't know if I meant to say that part out loud.
Yeah, I think I did. I think saying it out loud is the first step.
Well, it's definitely not the fucking second step.
Right? Oh my goodness! Well, somebody's gonna go home and sit on a doorknob.
I mean, isn't that how you keep them warm? My problem is I got like old doorknobs that like come down and around. They got a thumb button on them. Would you know what to do with that? Like it comes down and around with a.
It comes down and around with a
thumb
button.
Yeah. So like if I was gonna sit on that.
Hey,
Like-
those might be like copyrighted sound effects. We have sound effects we can use.
Oh no, I was just shooting for the Price is Right horn. It's totally fucking copyrighted.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's the worst that could happen? My confession of wanting to lay an egg gets fucking removed. Ooh.
Yeah, we've moved.
Play a song, Jim.
We've-
Get this
we've,
whole thing yanked.
We've moved away from laying an egg and more to like putting things in.
Well, you told me to go home and sit on a doorknob,
I know, that's
and
what it
I
sounds
only
like.
have certain kinds of doorknobs.
He's got the kinds with like the long handles.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to really get up in there.
No, you gotta like go. It's a thumb thing.
He's gonna have to take the doorknob off.
Just spit on it. What?
Ew.
What happened?
Ew, he broke back mountain.
Whoa.
Gently use news. Wow. Well, our first gently used news piece was submitted by intern Chris.
God rest his soul.
We
He's
are-
not dead or anything, but he could use some help.
Just needs a little bit. All right. We are opening up this morning with more horny police.
Oh shit.
That's right.
I mean, I guess that's better than what they used to be.
Racist police.
Hey,
All right.
take that anger out somewhere.
Originally reported January 19th, 2023 by the New York Post. This time, only 2 off-duty New York Police Department officers were caught making passionate love inside of a car at a Brooklyn precinct when a man called 911 to report, quote, a woman screaming in a parking lot where police officers park their vehicles.
Can we do our best as society to stop calling the police or reporting people just fucking?
I mean, it will be the downfall of many of us, I believe.
It's super annoying that like to know you can't even just fuck in public anymore.
Whatever happened to let it be? Right?
Whatever happened to shut the fuck up? Move along. Get out of here, nerd. That's what I used to scream.
Ever since 9/11 with this whole see something, say something stuff.
Yeah, it's fucking bullshit.
Yeah. You know, this is even worse than that because the man said that he could not see what kind of vehicle the noise was coming from. He could only hear it.
So he just heard sex.
Hear something,
He heard
say
sex
something.
and called the cops.
That's like hearsay or something. I don't know.
We'll get to it. We'll work it out. It's in there somewhere.
Two officers from inside the precinct went outside the precinct to investigate and found 2 other officers, a man and a woman, mostly naked, pulling their clothing on in a car parked in the lot on Green Avenue.
So 2 cops from inside went outside to find 2 cops inside of each other.
Yes,
Okay. Just try and follow.
that is correct.
Maybe they fucking parked on an anthill and they had to take their clothes off to get all of the ants out.
Right, okay, I've got ants in my cunt.
You know how that could be.
The officers, who remain unnamed, are assigned as partners together on their detail and have allegedly been in an ongoing affair for months. This affair became well known in the department after the man's wife found out and, quote, created havoc, end quote, at the Brooklyn Police Precinct last summer. Talk about having sand in your cunt.
You gotta stop, man. You gotta stop saying
Did
that
I say-
word. You gotta stop saying
Sorry.
that word.
Sorry. Talk about having ants in your cunt. All right.
God bless him. God bless him.
According to sources in the department, the wife showed up to the precinct to confront the girlfriend, which led to an altercation between the two officers in front of their peers and superiors. No corrective action was taken at this time, and somebody afterward made the decision to pair these officers up as partners riding around the city together.
So,
They tend to take care of their own.
I mean, yeah, that you are right about that. But so they got paired as partners after they got caught.
Yeah.
Cool.
Not only after they got caught having an affair did they get paired up as partners, after this guy's wife came to work and made an issue out of it, they got paired up as partners.
Yeah, that makes sense. That checks out.
Why?
Because that's what they do, man. It's what they do. First off, she should have never fucking went to the police department. Like, what do you think you're gonna win there?
An ass whooping.
Yeah, exactly. That cop
Or-
could have just been like, ah,
Ants in your... All right.
ants in your C word. C word.
Yeah. C-word cunt. All right.
How do you spell that?
S-E-A-W-A-R-D space C-U-N-T.
Hell yeah.
All right. It's a very cunt-heavy episode. Sorry, Mom.
Sorry.
An NYPD spokesperson noted that the 911 call did not include an allegation of sex, saying, quote, nothing in the investigation determined that the police found anybody having sex, end quote. Police Chief Kevin Maloney expanded on that thought, saying that sex did not happen. There's nothing that indicates that sex happened.
They were just putting their clothes back on.
They were just naked and getting dressed
They were having a Chinese fire drill, but inside the car.
with each other's clothes.
exactly.
Let's switch uniforms.
Right. It's a fun prank. We do it all the time. Me and you do it all the time.
Right.
Sometimes
I'll dress
we
like the
get
boy cop. You dress like the girl
Right.
cop. Oh, my God. How did you end up inside of me?
Exact. I don't win that game a lot, but I'm learning. I'm learning the game.
That's not my pocket.
That's it's the second time in 2 nights here. I know you can't hear it over there. Second time in 2 nights that someone has referenced the cop and one went right by the club.
Hell yeah.
They're probably fucking right now.
I hope so. That's why their sirens are on.
Should we call the police and just report it and see what happens?
I'm
Like,
gonna.
what if you right now in this day and age,
Yeah.
all the cops are fucking, right?
Right.
So
I
if
think
you
we're
ca-
figuring out slowly that everyone in every profession be fucking.
So I think we could stir some shit up if we just called a random police department in like Duluth, Michigan, and we're like, I'm pretty sure there's 2 cops fucking. Why don't we do that as a funny bit?
Okay.
I'm down.
Let's
with
call him right now.
it. Call him right now. I don't know if 911's the best thing to do, live on the air.
Probably don't use 911.
No?
Because that's going to take us to Hanover.
Stupid.
911.
You know that's where the cops are. How else do you get a hold of a cop?
Go to a Starbucks.
And what, just hang out?
Yeah, just wait for like 9 of them to show up and do nothing.
That's true. That happens a lot.
Yeah.
God bless them.
The 2 officers that responded to this parking lot booty call were a rookie officer and a veteran officer. They denied interrupting any sexual escapades. They did not file a report, and they did not turn on their body cameras, which is surprisingly department policy for this type of call.
So you're not supposed to turn on your body camera if you have people having sex call?
Right. Yeah, I guess. I feel like body cameras are like... I feel like the point of having a body camera is to turn it on.
Right. I don't understand. I don't understand why there's a policy where you wouldn't turn it on, especially if sex is happening.
Right. Right.
Like, those are the things you want to catch.
You know, the only thing I could think is maybe they were like, Todd and Julie were out back again.
Right, so they just pretended
They
for a
fu-
couple minutes, walked
right.
out, smoked a cigarette, and then they were like, no, we didn't see any fucking thing.
For sure not.
Sergeant Todd said he beat me up.
The 2 officers involved in the shenanigans were interviewed but denied having sex. The story comes just weeks after 2 NYPD recruits were suspended after they were caught having sex in a bathroom.
Fucking New York cops be fucking.
Cops are horny, man.
They do be
Everyone.
fucking.
Everyone is horny. I can tell you right now, in all my years being a mechanic, nobody ever fucked me at work other than the customers.
That would have got laughs if there was a crowd here.
Well, we are in front of a live studio audience.
Yeah.
So
Fucking hell alive.
very alive.
That would have got big laughs.
So many big laughs.
Ha 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 ha.
Yeah, no, it's too late.
Whoa, whoa.
Originally reported January 19th, 2023 by NBC News, federal investigators are looking into whether or not 50 children who were allegedly illegally employed cleaning Midwestern slaughterhouses were victims of labor trafficking.
Well, I fucking doubt they were on the up and up.
Yeah, I doubt they're consensual victims of working underage. You know what I mean?
I mean,
yeah.
Cool choice of words there, but I agree.
Right. Well, I mean, you know, like at 13, I was like, I want a job, but I probably wouldn't have gone with slaughterhouse sanitized worker, sanitary worker,
I mean,
slaughterhouse sanitization worker.
yeah.
Slaughterhouse sanitization specialist. There we go.
3 S's, baby.
Hit him with a triple S. Homeland Security agents have interviewed children, some as young as 13, that worked cleaning a JBS Foods slaughterhouse in Grand Island, Nebraska.
There's no islands in Nebraska. I know this.
It is a landlocked state. This must be fake.
Yeah, you stupid rednecks.
There is currently no indication that DHS is investigating the company that hired the children,
Why would you?
Packers Sanitation Services Incorporated, for human trafficking. Instead, DHS is investigating to rule out the possibility that outside traffickers may have forced the children to work for PSSI and profited off of their labor.
I don't even understand who they're investigating at this point. They're on an island in Nebraska. Not real. They're not investigating the company that has the children working.
Also, if there was an island in Nebraska, can't be all that grand.
It'd be fucking lame as shit.
Lame Island, Nebraska.
You guys don't even have internet. I can't wait for 2028 to roll around when Nebraska finally hears this episode on their dial-up modems that they just got. Fuck you.
Nebraska sucks.
Well, it's definitely not in my top fucking 40 states.
The company did not deny hiring children.
Okay. Good move.
However,
Because they fucking clearly worked there.
right.
I mean, honesty is the best policy.
Right. However, they did attribute it to, quote, rogue individuals,
Holy shit.
end quote, who presented fake identifications with social security numbers that were verified by the federal government's E-Verify system. That has been confirmed by DHS.
So somehow 50 kids
Yep.
showed up with valid IDs.
And Social Security
And-
numbers that work.
That's how dumb Nebraska is. That's how fucking dumb Nebraska is. Like, you can't tell me the company's not partially at fault here. Like, I understand if one 13-year-old snuck in, you let 50 of them.
Yeah. Yeah, this isn't like somebody's kid who
Right,
like
who looked old, and they were like, yeah, it's probably cool.
right, and Becky needs money anyway. Let's let her kid
You have
work.
two
Right.
7th-grade classes working for your company right now.
Yep. Sure do.
And they're like, yeah, but they're verified.
Yep. Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yep. And it was 2 7th-grade classes. These children worked for PSSI. They would attend school during the day, and then they would work overnight in dangerous conditions cleaning said slaughterhouses.
This is fucking unbelievable.
All right, look, I'm not going to lie, though. All right, I don't agree with the type of work that they're doing, cleaning the slaughterhouses. But how do you think we keep this comedy club so clean? We let Jim's Little Rascals run around
but
overnight.
we only have
cleaning the place.
one, maybe two. We would both be suspicious if there was 50
Right.
children in here.
Okay, that's a good point. Right.
One can get away. They can sit on each other's shoulders, wear a trench coat. We'd never know.
Right.
That kind of stuff. You know what I mean? Maybe sit behind
Right.
a table with a hat on. We wouldn't know. But if there's 50 of them, 50, and they're not investigating the company.
It's pretty difficult to hide 50 kids unless you were Jeffrey Epstein.
Yep, that's pretty. Well, you know what? He was also on an island. But at least he had a real one.
He was also on an island. What is it with islands and children?
Hey, Nebraska, if you want to hide this, maybe don't name your place Grand Island.
Yeah.
You're in
seems-
Nebraska, a landlocked state, you stupid rednecks.
You know, what's funny is we're both complaining about no islands in Nebraska and how Grand Island is so it sticks out, you know what I mean? Like they don't name it that. But I do feel like if they would have named it like Thousand Island, it'd be totally fitting.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're right. Mediocre island. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Max
Corn
Sauce
Island. Corn Island. I would have bought that. Corn Island.
Corn Island. We've been terrible at football for 2 decades. Island.
Do they have football in Nebraska?
They do. It's big there.
Is
They're
it?
not good. Well, okay. So it's big there, but they're not good at it. So it's probably going to start getting not as big.
That's probably why I didn't know about it.
Yep.
Because we only follow winners on this show.
Yeah, well, rest in peace and best wishes to those children lost and forced to work in that slaughterhouse.
I don't think they died.
I don't think any of the kids that they found alive are dead. You telling me none of them kids died?
I mean, it is a slaughterhouse
they
on a
f-
fake island.
They found 50. How many more were there? You know what I mean?
I don't know, Nebraska. Check the IDs.
Yeah, come on. Immigrants are
You
just like
fucks.
DUIs.
So
tell
you
me
mean
how
to
many
tell
you
me-
got,
You mean to tell me?
and then we'll figure out how many times you drink and drive.
Look, man. Fuck. Check and mate.
I'm sorry,
Goddamn.
Tom. You going?
No, I'm not going to top that one. I was
All
just,
right.
in my head, I was thinking that, like, these 13-year-olds could just go buy alcohol, and then you threw fucking DUIs in my face. But, like, I mean, if they have federally verified IDs.
Yeah. Yeah, YOLO. Fuck it. They're like 28 years old or something.
I never thought Nebraska
It's a
would
young
be
27.
I never thought Nebraska would have the coolest 13-year-olds. But here we are.
Okay, so if
Hey. It's the part of the show where we might have to edit.
all right.
Don't.
Are you sure though?
Nope.
I'm just saying.
I'm not sure.
All right.
Go for it. Worst case scenario, We can edit this chunk out, put it behind a paywall, and you can pay to hear us say things.
No, I'm not gonna say.
I didn't think
no.
so.
All right, we're gonna hang
Dodge
on
the
to that one.
fucking statutory bullet there.
What a statutory conundrum. All right.
Whoa.
You guys have time for a fun game?
Sure, we fucking do. Absolutely.
I know you do because it's part of the show.
That's how I knew we had time for it.
This is a fun game we here at WCOS in Hanover like to call Florida or Faux-Lorida. I'm going to read our final gently used news headline to Tom and Jim, and then they will deliberate some, maybe ask questions, and then guess whether or not this headline is from Florida or Faux-Lorida. That's code for not Florida.
Yeah, it means like fake Florida, right?
Right. Sure does. All right. You guys,
Hell yeah.
you guys get it? You guys good?
Rock and roll, baby.
Jim, you ready?
I'm ready.
Hell yeah. All right. Our headline reads, Man beats roommate's raccoon with hammer, threatens to kill neighbor with sewing needle.
Hell yeah. Wow. Do they have raccoons in Florida? Am I allowed to ask questions like this? I feel like I am.
Yeah, they have. Okay, so I guess technically, by way of zoos and the inevitable crazy Florida people that have let animals out of zoos, they must have every animal in Florida.
That's true. I didn't think about it like that.
You know what I mean?
Plus, they had lots of trash
That is true, too.
down there.
Right. Raccoons
So why wouldn't they
probably
have a few
travel
trash
to Florida.
pandas?
Yeah, I am going to say that this is a Florida story. That's my guess.
I'm going to say it's not a Florida story.
Okay. All
I'm
right.
getting like
Interesting.
I'm getting super northern vibes off of this, like bordering Canada, like parts
Oh.
of the country where you're not sure if you're in Canada or the United States,
Right.
and nobody cares enough to put a border. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like it's just woods.
Guns, weed, and gay marriage.
Yeah, fucking 3 favorite things. But yeah, I'm gonna say this is like northern Michigan, like maybe Wisconsin. I don't know, somewhere up there. But I don't think it's Florida.
Okay. So like northern Midwest type area.
Yeah, just like anywhere that borders Canada. I know it's a broad stroke, but like
Okay.
I'm getting
Right.
almost Canadian vibes.
All of the northern states.
Yeah,
And not like the traditional northern.
right. Not like the ones
Right.
that count.
So not
Yeah.
Florida.
Not
Not Florida.
Okay. Good enough. One Florida, one not Florida. Originally reported December 26, 2022 by Fox 35 Orlando. A Florida man was arrested after he allegedly beat his roommate's pet raccoon and threatened to kill the roommate as well as a neighbor.
I mean, that's cool.
It's
I
pretty...
didn't get Florida from it.
No.
I want to know this man's backstory.
Yeah, the
if
pet
he's-
raccoon did it for me.
Well, I mean, there's still a good chance this guy could be from up north.
He could have emigrated down to Florida.
That's fair. That's fair.
Until he gets down to Florida. That's what brings the crazy out.
I don't know, man. He brought a raccoon with him. He was
They
already
drove-
kind of
they-
No,
unstable.
the
drove-
roommate is
they-
his raccoons.
The roommate is the raccoon.
Fuck.
What happened?
The raccoon is the roommate.
Yeah.
Little verbal dyslexia.
What happened
there.
was the roommate is from up north. Came with the raccoon. They drove down together.
They picked up 50 kids on the way to fucking Florida, dropped them off in Nebraska.
Raccoon
Oh,
sat in a
boy.
car seat, 5-point restraint.
This is all one story. This
Isn't-
whole
isn't it?
show is one story.
Yep, all tied to one thread.
Well, Tevin Williams, 31, was charged with 2 counts of aggravated assault with a deadly weapon and 1 count of animal cruelty after Lake County Sheriff's deputies responded to a 911 call around 5:30 p.m. on December 14th of 2022 and met with Williams' roommate. She stated that when she arrived home from work, Williams hopped off his scooter, approached her car, began to punch the vehicle, and yelled, quote, "I'm going to kill you," end quote. I wonder what his intentions were.
Man, he was just trying to scoot.
Well, why'd he get off the scooter?
Because she was driving towards him. I think he might be the victim here. We'll let the story grow a little bit, see what happens. But so far, all I hear is a fucking man almost got run over.
Right. We should believe all victims. She went on to say that she, the roommate, unnamed, so we will refer to roommate as she went on to say that she was able to get out of her car and go to a neighbor's house who informed her that Williams had killed her pet raccoon.
Wow. What a fucking moment. Imagine a lunatic fucking beats on the hood of your car and you run to safety, and the first thing that person does when you're like, hey, call the police, they're like, I know. He just killed my pet raccoon. Like, I'd be fucked up for a minute. I'd be like, what?
Not
What'd you
that,
say?
no, not that person's raccoon. The person who was in the car getting punched on, it's
Right.
that person's raccoon.
What?
So she is the roommate.
Oh, the neighbor informed
The
her.
neighbor is he.
Holy shit. Okay.
Yeah, so she was like, neighbor, please, I need the police. And neighbor was like, yeah, you do, lady. Your raccoon is dead.
Oh, God. What if he just answered the door wearing, like, one of those hats? He was like,
What?
don't worry.
What kind of hat are you referring to?
Like, it's stylish. You might know. It's like fucking.
It's like a skin hat. What kind of skin?
It's like
Like
yeah,
a
it's a little-
skin, like a...
it's got a little fucking pizzazz on the back.
Is it from an animal?
Yeah, sure is. Fucking pizzazz.
Right. The roommate told deputies that she kept her raccoon in a kennel outside near the back of their house.
That's also called a trap.
A deputy walked around the outside of the home, finding the hammer believed to be used, as well as the animal and a bloody mat. According to the affidavit, the raccoon was still breathing when authorities arrived on the scene.
And the cops just what? Did they do anything to save the raccoon?
They probably tased it.
That's what I was thinking.
It's coming right for us.
Yeah, this is like AED. The affidavit also states that a neighbor told deputies he was sitting on his porch when Williams came over, putting a sewing needle to his throat, and told him he was going to kill him. A witness also confirmed the incident to deputies, having seen Williams approach and threaten the male neighbor with a sewing needle to his neck.
I bet that guy started off the conversation with 2 sewing needles challenging people to the world's smallest sword fight.
I would watch that.
I would too. I'd be okay with it. And then he got mad because nobody wanted to sword fight him.
Right.
So he was like, what are you going to do with a fucking sewing needle?
Jam it in your throat.
I guess. That's called acupuncture.
Ooh, tingly.
Whoa. Mercury's in retrograde or whatever you fucking nerds say.
Oh, you're helping my sciatica.
My cicada nerve.
Well, Tevin Williams faces a 3rd-degree felony charges, and if convicted, he could serve a maximum of up to 5 years in prison.
That's not that bad, really.
That's wild.
When
to
you think
me.
about the adventure he just had, like basically it was a do whatever the fuck you want to do in Florida. And then they're like, you could maybe do 5 years, which means he's not going to do anything. He'll do like fucking 8 months.
He's going to do no time.
Which is, it's fucking wild. God bless him, I guess. Tried to kill people with a sewing needle. Did kill a raccoon with a hammer. That sentence is funny to me for some reason.
What?
I don't know, man. I just never thought I'd have to discuss that.
Yeah, well.
I don't think the story's funny, but when I said he killed a raccoon with a hammer, it came out funny in my head.
I never thought that we would be doing such high-level journalism either.
Yeah, you know what they say. When you have a hammer, everything's a nail. So
Abraham Maslow said that.
that's what I was just getting ready to say. Thanks, Jim. I was just getting ready to quote that directly.
And you...
Because I love quotes from Abraham Lincoln.
You may notice how much nails resemble raccoons.
I mean, yep.
So I could see how we got there. You hit the raccoon on the head. All right. And I believe on that note,
Can't wait to clip that one.
it is time for the return of a segment that we have not had here in a few weeks.
It's been like 48 years.
It's been only 21 episodes of this show and 48 years since we have had a segment from our next contributor. He is an OG to this show of WCOS in Hanover. He is our favorite sports anchor, and he,
He's our Lord and Savior.
I believe he's overdressed. But right now it is time for a segment we like to call Short Sports with Jim in Shorts. Oh!
All you needed was 3 weeks off.
Oh, I'm so close, dude. That's a long fly ball left field right there, dude. Oh, man.
I
almost did. I have fantasized about really teeing off on one. I will round the bases in this showroom when I do really get it. But I was by a fraction, I was off that time.
I have intern Chris reviewing the tape, and I don't know if he will.
Intern Chris could go get me a glass of water. Is what intern Chris could do here. All right. Anyway, so I'm definitely feeling pretty good to be back here. As you can tell, I almost hit one out of the park. My first swing off the pine. See what we have in local sports, folks. In local sporting news, 2 Cannonball Run, which is the unsanctioned cross-country speed race that occurs annually. 2 Cannonball Run contestants dressed as police officers stopped their Gran Turismo cross-country to make sweet love in a parking lot at a local precinct in their supercharged 1981 Chevy Malibu. The tryst, unfortunately, it appears, has cost them the record that they were seeking. However, it was only in part the cause for them not getting to their destination. It turns out they were actually looking for Duluth, Michigan, which actually doesn't exist. Duluth is in Minnesota.
Close enough.
In other sports news, a missing Thai youth soccer team thought to have been in a cave actually has been found working illegally in a Nebraska slaughterhouse. In the landlocked state's exclusive Island of Dreams. That's all I got for you guys. I'm glad to be back here, and thanks so much. Thanks to all of you guys at home tuning in. As always, before I leave you, I would like for you to utilize the old electronic email machine and send me your emails at sportsinshorts@gmail.com. I'm available for requests to knock your athletic children down a peg. If you need somebody to strike your kid out, dunk on them, shove them out of bounds, I'm here for you guys. All you have to do is reach out or movie recommendations. So thanks, guys.
Oh, God. What a time to be alive. Shout out to the Thai soccer team
Man, what
that
a
was
time.
believed to be in a cave.
I don't write the news. I just report it.
Turns out they are spraying soap on cow fat.
Imagine people thinking you're in a cave and an island, and you're on neither. You're just in Nebraska. What a fucking
It's an easy place to get lost, man. If you've ever been in Nebraska.
I don't know, man, dude. I've been doing corn mazes since I was a kid.
Yeah, they ain't no
fucking figure it
mazes,
out.
though. They don't cut them into mazes. It's just fucking corn. It's like the surface of Mars grows corn. Nebraska's a weird place, man. I've been through it a few times. It's very yellow. It's a yellow place. It's weird.
That is
No feces, though. I mean, it's better.
Yeah, they don't shit on the fucking streets
It's
out
better.
there.
They
I
got enough
guarantee you
They
that.
got enough self-respect not to poop on the streets, I guess.
Unlike Denver.
Yeah. Well, you know what? They probably poop in the cornfields. I've heard that's good fertilizer.
Well, I would be more accepting to them shitting in a cornfield than on a McDonald's wall.
Yeah, that's true.
You know?
I eat more corn than McDonald's, though.
Oh, God damn it.
It's good to be back, guys.
It's good to have you back, Jim.
We are.
I won't be here next week, by the way.
That's cool, man.
I heard intern Chris is back, so.
Well, after this week, he might just get fired.
Yeah, great. No worries.
Can you fire somebody that never really worked for you?
No.
Let's ask PSSI. All right. Well, every week we open our hearts to you, the people,
Duh, people.
the audience that comes here to the comedy club, the Church of Satire Comedy Club, 106 Broadway, Hanover, PA. We want to hear from them. We want to hear from you. But the people that come here, we've actually given an avenue to them to talk to us. We put out little fancy slips of paper and leave out a couple of pens, and then people get to write in comments or questions or statements or requests for us on these little notes.
On these pamphlets that our intern Chris had printed out the other day.
No, he did a good job.
He did a good job. He did an okay job.
He did a good job
He did a
for
average job.
Andre the Giant.
He did a great job of delegating the cutting to me.
So
Yeah, well, he doesn't know. He
doesn't know
just-
how to be a people.
Yeah, we are trying to develop him as a professional, and it looks
Still
like we've got
uses
our work cut out.
MapQuest to get here.
He is he's a little rescue mutt.
He
You know
has a
what I mean?
flip phone.
Right.
Okay. Well, I
Right.
guess that makes sense. Can't work
Yeah.
scissors.
Definitely not. This is, but when, okay.
I love it when you pause in real life, and I gotta wonder if I'm still alive for a minute. Like sometimes I think it's me.
Right.
I'm like, fuck, did I just stop?
Oh fuck, it's buffering.
Yeah, dude. Like, I'm like, fuck. And then you come back, and I appreciate that.
Well, what are those people to do with those slips? They are to drop
Right.
them in
Yeah,
a
put 'em in the-
container that we leave out for them that we like to call Tom's Box. And then every week on this show, we ask the question, what's in Tom's Box?
Still hate it. Still hate that sound.
Why?
I don't know, man. Just sounds like a fucking curious elephant on a Disney movie.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Tell me that's not an elephant in a little hat. Just
Yeah.
walking
It is.
adventurously
Yeah,
into a circus.
it is. That's what your box reminds me of.
I thought you were going to hit the button.
No.
That was a good time to hit the button.
No.
I know you like hitting the button, but I don't think you're gonna hit the button. And then I'm just like,
Or there's like certain like cues for it, like when somebody says the whole phrase, like "What's in Tom's box?"
noted. I won't say that phrase at all.
All right, Tom, tell us what's in that box.
All right, the first one we have is not named or dated, so I don't know who it's from, and I don't know how to answer this. It just says, "Do you hate me?"
Yes.
Check. Done.
If there's any question,
Honestly, if you had to ask that question, probably already hit yourself.
Question number 2. That one's blank.
Yes.
very good.
Okay. What is your fave animal? I'll let Jim start this one, because mine's a chicken. It's a chicken. Chicken.
Fave animal to eat, to play with? I don't know. You know?
Both. If you had to have a good utility animal that you could play with
and then
and
eat.
then eat.
I got, you know what? I would say it would be nature's edible plaything, which is the seal. You ever
That's
see
just because you want to hit something with a bat.
You ever see whales play with seals? They volley them and then they eat them. They're like entertainment and then protein. That's pretty rare. You know? That'd be like eating a football
That tasted real good.
that could swim away. You had to chase.
Also known as a fish.
Right? I mean, they're like fish dogs. You know? Yeah, hands down, seal. What about you guys?
If I had to pick a good animal to play with and then eat.
Well, I didn't ask for the whole.
No, I asked you like, if you had to
Yeah.
pick a utility
Yeah,
animal.
I said seal.
Okay, seal's a good one.
I really do. I think it's the best one you could possibly think of.
I feel like ostrich would be cool. Because this is a big-ass chicken, so there's a lot of meat, and you can ride them.
Right.
I've seen that.
That's a good one, too.
I think a pig.
A pig?
Oh, also.
A pig would be my, because they're, like they are kind of cute,
Yeah, it's really American.
and they do have like.
Really
it is.
southern.
It is.
It's a real
yeah.
southern pig.
Yeah, and pigs have a lot of personality. So like the whole time you're like getting to know them, it's like gonna be fun and cute and sweet. And then when you're getting ready to eat them, it's gonna be like salty and bacony, and
Fun and
delicious.
cute and sweet.
Yeah,
Depending on what you season it with.
yeah,
That
Oh,
ain't
yeah.
bad. I heard pigs are really smart, though.
yeah.
Like, super smart.
I don't know, man. You ever met one?
No.
We still trick them into
No.
becoming bacon.
I mean, I've seen one, but to say that I've met one would imply some cognitive connection I can't say I've ever really had with an animal. Anyway.
The next letter just says, "I want to kill." That's it.
Wow. Okay.
Written by someone completely unstable.
Geez, so at least it's not with magazine cutout letters.
Yeah. At least
Yeah.
they didn't.
Well, if they had more time, I feel like it would have been.
Oh, my gosh. You know what the scary thing about it is that person's going to be back here on Monday.
I have a feeling
Tonight.
they're here every Monday.
Person's going to be back here tonight. Right? Sulking around the showroom with fucking, I want to kill. I want to kill. And then we're going to probably interrupt their set with like goofy siren noises, just making it worse.
For sure, I will. If you want to hear the Seinfeld music play in the middle of your set, you fucking mongoloid. Anyway, the next one, the next letter here,
Okay.
and I think this one's directed towards you.
Okay.
What is the password to your phone, and what is your social security number? Please, I need it right now because I want a PS4.
Okay. I'm not gonna answer the second one.
Well, I don't think they're looking for the typical social security number, because they're looking for something that's spelled SOOSHUL. Security. Social security. Maybe I read it wrong. Maybe it's
Social.
French. Maybe it's a French thing.
A social security number, right?
Moving on.
Splucial security.
Social security.
Social. That would be like my Jewish name. Social.
This one says, "What is your farts smell like?"
Bad. My farts smell like bad.
Farts be smelling bad.
I bet the person that wrote that maybe had to use the bathroom after me one day. That is exactly what my farts smell like.
The bathroom?
What it smell like after I shit in there, yeah.
So that was written by one of my kids, I think.
You think?
I imagine.
And if you remember, you blew up the bathroom.
I did.
And one of my kids had to go in,
Oh, yeah.
but didn't want to.
Yeah.
So they
'Cause
wanted
it's stinky.
me to go in first
Yeah.
to consume all of the stink.
Yeah.
Right?
They said,
Stupid.
you go sniff all that stink.
Go eat that. Go eat that
You
smell.
go hoover up that smell.
Mind of a child.
Suck it up your nose.
The last question here is just, how big is your box? It's about this big.
How big is your box?
That was not written by a child,
No.
in case anybody was wondering.
How deep is your box?
You
How
fucks.
deep is your box?
It's about that deep. I think this is another blank one. No, this is a new one.
Okay.
Sorry, I left it out.
No worries.
This one just says,
More
make,
box.
make me a wig out of your mom's chest hair.
Hot.
Cool.
Do better, people.
Seriously, what kind
Yeah,
of Homer
fucking
Simpson wig do you
Christ.
think you're gonna get, man?
And this is why you get the buzzer in the middle of your set. Anyway.
And now it
Moving
sounds like we're
on.
gonna have to open up Tom's box to like just booked comedians only.
Yeah, I mean, or at least people that can just, like, try. God damn.
Wow.
But if the kids are listening, keep writing in. You've been the most entertaining part of this box for the last fucking 10 weeks.
Are you kidding me, dude? That box
Yeah.
keeps him occupied when I'm up here watching TV.
WCOS in Hanover.
Not giving you my social security number.
Shushel.
Shushel,
Shushel number.
Social security number.
Yeah, just like Jimmy Savile and Prince Andrew were a hit with the kids.
God damn.
What?
Didn't see that coming.
Sure
Neither
you-
did they. Hey.
Hey.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well, I am looking over our format here, and I believe we have run out of show, gentlemen.
We've hit the wall.
No, we've not hit the wall.
No?
No, we're just out of show to do.
Oh, okay.
That's it. Unless I'm missing something.
No, I think we got it covered. Went through
Yeah.
the box. Went through sports. Talked about human trafficking and cops fucking.
Good old Jimmy Savile reference.
Sad that Nebraska's still a state.
Nebraska's still a state. What if we packaged Nebraska and Florida together and annexed it to Puerto Rico?
That'd be hard to ship.
No, not Puerto Rico. I'm fucking up left and right here tonight. I
mean,
meant Cuba.
Still equally as hard to ship to. How you gonna send Nebraska there? We can build it one.
We're not
fucking-
gonna. All right, so maybe we don't.
You don't mean
ship it there.
physically.
We just. Hey, Cuba.
They're
We
yours.
got this really cool proposition for you. Why don't you take over Nebraska,
Do you know how much baseball would be played if we gave Cuba Nebraska?
dude?
Fuck.
That's
it's not
what's
a bad
gonna-
idea.
That's what's gonna save baseball in America. Is
Because they won't let them do
trading-
steroids anymore.
Right. We have to
Motherfuckers.
trade land for Cuban baseball players.
Really, are we trading much when we give them Nebraska?
Florida. Get out of here. All right.
Fuck you, Nebraska.
Well,
that was the ghost of Nebraska coming.
I mean, this is what everyone from Nebraska sounds like.
Fucking wind chimes.
Yeah. Hell
Human
yeah.
wind chimes.
The human wind chime. I believe that's it.
I think we're all out of show.
We've done it. We brought you news. We brought you sports. We even found out what's in Tom's box.
Don't you hit that fucking sound again. Don't do it. Let it die, bro. Let it die.
Yeah, I don't want to interrupt our outro. All right, no worries. There's nothing else. I'm curious what intern Chris has for us for next week.
Well, if he ever comes back from his bender that he's on right now, if he ever comes back to work, because he should have been here tonight.
He should have been here tonight.
But I heard he was giving tuggies under a bridge. And I don't know if that's code for something, but...
Oh, I thought it was Huggies under a bridge.
Like the little drinks?
Yeah.
That could be it.
I thought he was like helping the homeless out.
Right, I didn't know.
That's why I told him he could have the night off.
Oh, okay.
That motherfucker.
Yeah, I mean, maybe it's a typo. But which typo is it?
I don't know. All right.
God bless you, Chris. Hope you're back next week.
Well, don't forget, tonight and every Monday, we have Open Mic Nitro, 7:30 p.m. We open the doors to make 16 5-minute open mic comedy spots available. This week, we have Peter Wong headlining the club. That is January 27th and 28th, a Friday and Saturday. Every Thursday, we have a show here you can catch. Tickets for all of our events are at www.churchofsatirecomedyclub.com. For Jim with sports and my co-anchor and partner, Tom Nutty, I've been your host, Darnell Fuson. Good morning, Hanover.
TomNutty.com. Have a good fucking day.
Yeah, Tom Nutty.